Now, when I say you're not important, I just want y'all to know I am not saying in any form, stay away, that you, the person, not important. This is more specifically saying you're not important in the aspect of the world does not revolve around you. I'm not saying you're not important. I gotta give a disclaimer first, because some people might be like, you're telling people to commit unaliving. You're telling people they're not important, they're worthless. I am not saying that, because everybody is important. Everybody has their own self-worth. But what I'm saying, more specific, this is very specific. The world doesn't revolve around you. You're not that important. That's what I'm specifically targeting. Now that that disclaimer's out the way, let's get right to it. What's up? Today's video, I just want to talk about how people gotta lower their ego or humble themselves to where they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't feel like they're that important. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, again, I already said it, so I'm not going to repeat myself. Sometimes you may feel like, why this person not texting me? Why this person not calling me? It's my birthday today. I ain't received one birthday text. You know what I'm saying? You know, my friends not calling me. Friends not checking up on me. People know I'm going through something. Nobody's trying to figure out what I'm going through. That's the type of stuff where I need to be like, hey, bro, everybody's got their own lives, and you need to remember that. If you have that problem where you feel like nobody cares about you, like, bro, you got to remember everybody's got their own lives. Sure, you got your husband and wife, but even sometimes they might forget, oh, dang, it was her birthday today. Or, oh, dang, it's our anniversary today. Now, nobody's perfect. Now, I'm not going to say that's happened. If that happened consistently, that's something different. But everybody makes mistakes. But what I'm saying is, don't humble yourself a little bit. Don't let that, like, dictate everything, you know? Don't be like, dang, nobody care about me, you know what I'm saying? Just humble yourself, because, you know, everybody goes through life differently. Everybody got their own challenges going on. Everybody got layoffs going on, taxes going on. You know, it's a lot going on right now. It's always been a lot, but it seems like everything is something new, and it's kind of crazy. And it's just how it is. That's just the world we living in. We just got to adapt and try to overcome it. You know what I'm saying? So, when you can lower yourself, now, when I say lower yourself, I'm not saying lower your respect. I'm not saying lower your self-worth. I'm not saying lower your standards. I'm not saying any of that, because you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be lowering yourself like that. I'm saying humble yourself. When you lower the word, I'm not that important, things isn't as less stressful. You're not worrying about other people. You're not worrying about people checking up on you, because, you know, you're doing what you do. And, you know, the people that's going to be around, they're going to be around. That's just how it is. People that want to be around you, they're going to be around. That's just how it is. It don't matter how hard, no matter how hard you try to get away, people that want to be around you, they're going to message you, and they're going to want to be around you. And sometimes the people you don't even want to be around you, they'll be the ones checking up on you. That one person, you'd be like, I don't even like this person, but yeah, they texting you like, how you doing? How's your day? And then you over here crying about nobody checks on me, nobody asks me how my day is going. That one person you don't like probably texting you how's your day going. It's weird how life be like that, but that's just how it is. So, when you humble yourself, you know what I'm saying, when you lower you're not that important expectations, you're not as stressed, you're not as worried about others, you know what I'm saying, don't worry about others like that, because they got their own lives going on. And when they ready to talk to you, they will talk to you. And sometimes it's okay to reach out. Sometimes people have too much pride to where they can't reach out to people. Now, I understand it could be I understand one-way streets to where you're like constantly the only one reaching out to this person. I understand that. That probably might be, you know what I'm saying, annoying. I can understand that. And you might be like, I ain't reaching out to this person no more. I already hit them up. They never hit me up first. Bro, don't let your pride get in the way. Don't do that. If you're thinking about somebody, hit them up. That's just how I do it. If you came across my mind, there's a good chance I'm gonna just hit you up. And then you say your things, I say my things, go our separate way. If I don't hear from you again, that's just how it is. At least I checked up on you. You know what I'm saying? At least I kept in contact with you. That's just how I am. That's me. Everybody's a bit different. You don't want to check up on somebody. Well, I'm not saying check up on somebody, but that's just how I do it. Everybody's different. But if somebody comes across my mind and I'm curious about them, I'll hit them up. If they don't hit back, they just don't hit back. I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I already know I'm not. In my mind, I feel like I'm not the most important person, but the people that's in my circle, they keep me happy. And they do check up on me if something were to go wrong. The important people in my life. So that's just mainly what I want to say. Important people in your life, they will check up on you. If you feel like you don't have somebody important in your life, I'm checking up on you right now. Please tell me how you're doing. And with that being said, that's really it. It's not a long video today, something short. I just wanted to make sure people understand. Humble yourself a little bit. And when you try to have that I'm not as important mindset, and I'm not saying, like, when I say not as important mindset, like going into depression, like nobody cares about me, nobody gives, because somebody cares about you, believe it or not. But when I say you lower your, I'm not as important mindset, things that shouldn't be on your mind won't be on your mind no more. Things of worrying about why nobody checking on me and stuff like that, that shouldn't be on your mind. That should be the last thing on your mind. Just go on with your living your life, doing what you want to do and chasing the goals that you have in this life. Because time goes by quick. That's just how life is. Time flies. So, with that being said, comment down below what you think. Short video. Have a good day.